dock and see what happens. Hopefully nothing too explosive. Not dropping any frames. You got good bit rate, got good frame rate. So hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy 14 with the Blighty Otaku. And yeah. Oh! Stream Elements chatbot is actually working today. Wow. But yeah. I did actually state on Sunday that I was actually going to start the Dark Throne. I don't know why you're telling me about Anabasio Savage. Anywho, yeah, we are actually going to be doing the first part of the Dark Throne. Although before we do that, we have to oh yeah, that's right. Didn't I put a load of crap in her Yep. All of that material sold. Right, let's actually have a look see. Wow. Yeah. They pretty much brought up everything. And yeah, I am actually going to be doing this in 2 parts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the MSQ up to when we get to, well, we get to a point where we will be headed to the moon, or headed to the moon on the 13th. At which point I will be, hey, but yeah, we are 617, so we do have enough. So we are actually a high enough eye level that we can... Hang on, can we actually buy the... That is a point. Can we actually buy the augmentation material to up the eye level on my weapon? Because that was the only thing I couldn't do. Actually, have I... Yes, I actually did exchange my astronomy for causality. Right. Well, first things first, we need to head to old... Well, we actually need to head to the Gold Saucer first to do our usual routine of... Picking up a constellation, and the dancing idiot is here. And did we get any cards? Yes, we did. Just a Menfina card. Yeah, because all I have is Visor, is the... I think we only have head and feet. And legs. So we don't have hands and body. Right. Let's get rid of Menfina's card, because we don't need it. And we just got broken over 600,000. Oh, YOLO. Oh, that wouldn't have been a YOLO because... Eh. Yeah. Yeah, so we need to go to, if we need to do this, we need to do our regular Suffolk Island Sanctuary. Oh, over here first. Yep, Consolation Prize. Consolation Prize. Consolation Prize. Alright. Now tomorrow will be dry docks. I've just got to wonder, could I actually do... Should I be able to do... Yeah, because I have the healer set as well. Yeah, I will have to all do a bit of... Yeah, because we're at 616. Oh, that's right, because with Dancer I have the Lunar Envoys. Right, let's go to Gamma mode. We're actually at rank 12. So this should effectively take us up to rank 13. And get us way into rank 13. As then, then we'll probably find out what may renovate the cozy cabin. The new sanctuary crafting recipe can now renovate the cozy cabin. And we can now renovate the granaries. Right. Oh, first things first. Right, we have plenty of iron ore. So I'm actually going to use my potion fire stand combo in slot 1. Right. I'm actually gonna see if I can do... Yeah. Copper ore, so we can't do that because I know the Garnet Rapier requires copper ore. Right, can I do you? Yes, I can. Right, what's using copper ore? Oh, it must be something that we've already got in production for today. Oh yeah, that's right, because we have garnet rapiers here. Alright. Let's see if I can actually do that for... Okay, we are 5 clay. Okay, so we're now 1 clay short, so I think we're gonna have to remove those and oh, that's right. Yeah, we can't actually do too many of those. Let's see. You. Let's use you, and I don't think I have enough photos. Oh great, yep. I've got to clear this because we are massively short on sap. Alright, set preset. Can't use that because it requires copper. What about you? Alright, and you. And you. Alright, that looks good. I forgot to bloody set the goddamn schedule for last week. Oh, lovely. Yep. Right. Oh yes. Oh, I was actually right. It was actually an upgrade to the hammer. Yep, I can craft that. I'll get new types of materials from rocks on your island. Right, we've got plenty of feed. Yeah, there we go. Right. Collect everything from here. Oh yes, I did actually assign the quartz brigand to the caretaker. Alright. Before we actually do anything else, I think we'll need to go and bash a couple of rocks. Yeah, I'm in gatherer mode. Yeah, because it's rocks that don't have... Okay, let's actually look at our produce. Oh, it must be another character that I thought, because that doesn't have enough for photos. Right, let's find a rock to bash. Right, no, we're gonna need to find a... Right, let's have a look at the inventory. There's 4 items that we're missing. Right, let's just bash one. Right, so we should actually have a rock over here. So no, 2 of these are going to be found in that cave that we've unearthed. Alright, what are you giving me? Bang! Island marble. Right, Mount Roulette. So I know the other 2 must come from... So it has to be something that, is gathered with the hammer. Island mithril ore. Right. Nope, not teleport. Mount. Hang on. So I don't have a wild boar on this character. Come on, come on. Up you go. Thank you very much. I'm not sure if I actually caught it on before. Ah, here we go. So I'm not sure if this... Nope. You. No. Okay, yeah, I was right. Alright, so we need to drop down to here and into the caves. So I'm guessing the next upgrade we're gonna get is to the scythe. And yes, there we go, Island Shale. And I think we need to go down to the water. Which is gonna be where the... There we go. Island Spectrine. Right, now we got all of that done. Right, there is one boar. we only have one boar in here. Okay, creature comforter. Right. How much do we have in... Okay, we have 972 pumpkins. Let's craft some premium island green feed. Okay, which is the highest number? Corn. Right, let's change you. And this is actually giving us a massive amount of experience. And let's go for you. Yep, there we go. We now have plenty of premium island green feed. Okay, hang on, where do we have... Okay, so yeah, we do have the 2 granaries. What is it gonna cost to upgrade the granary? Okay, 15 palm logs, 15 coal, 10 mithril ore, 10 marble, and 10 spectrine. Yeah, that's gonna have to wait a while. So I'm guessing the next level we get the... Hang on, let's have a look. Yeah. Hang on, have I picked up the... Mythological Pathfinder Mark 6. Yeah, doesn't tell me much. So I'm guessing we're gonna need to, But what I might do is I might actually focus on getting casting gear. Because everything in the Aether font exclusive wares. Right, let's get the Garlic Jester, the Tomato King, the Mandragora Queen, the Potter Otter, the Tactful Taskmaster's Umbrella, the Felicitous Barding, and we still have 123,108 Seafarer's Cowries. Okay, let's do these. Garlic Jester. Okay, system, was it? No, it's character configuration. Show all. Yeah. Right, so let's yeah, so we summon our Chocobo. We have knockoff Kryl. Right. I need to actually figure out what I've yeah, we got that in inventory. Yeah, so we've only got Isle Explorers and Isle Vacationers. Alright. Oh, that's right. Other adjust to client, because that is something we need to actually change for this one. And let's update our mounts. Yeah, so we have the Eggplant Knight, the Garlic Jester, Tomato King, and the Mandragora Queen. Okay, so I only have Markeb and Boreas. Oh, right. I don't actually have the gold. Oh, right. Thinking of... Before we actually do anything, let's actually head to Gridania. So I think there's a few things we can get with... Lancer's Guild. Oh, hang on, I do believe I have the companion mount. Deathclaw, and I do have Behemoth. Alright. Exchange achievement certificates. So we got the goblin cap, the fat chocobo head, and the ribbon. For armor, accessories, we have nothing others. On the Cascadia Frippery, guaranteed to help you beat the heat so that you might remain in the kitchen. Beady Eye, wind up cursor, a black chocobo chick, the minion of light, the wind up leader, wind up Odin, wind up warrior of light, wind up goblin, wind up Gilgamesh. Yeah, so I already had the wind up Nanamo, wind up Furion. The Minu, Voidal Resonator, Black Mage Barding, I already have. Flyer Saffron. Behemoth Warhorn, Barding of Light. Wild Rose Barding, Magitech Deathclaw Identification Key. Inquire Within, Beyond Redemption, My Soul to Keep, and Meteor. Well, since we don't have these, I'll take the Orchestrion rolls. I believe... there is also a... person, the Carline Canopy, who exclusively sells... I don't know why it constantly removes the umbrella. Although I have actually found a bug with accessory use. Ah, here we are. Music roll vendor. Tranquility, we don't have. Skullduggery, Damnation, Machinations, Kiss of Chaos, Return to Hero, Conundrum and Fracture. I mean, 1,000 gil a pop. Yes, I will take all of these. So first thing I need to do is to head to head to Linzer. because I believe I need to actually do a quest to... Do I? Active help. Pet glamours. Please note that glamours for summoner require completion of the quest that you might have a name. Cancel. Right, so I'm probably gonna have to get down to the Arcanist Guild. Yep, there it is, a fairy tale come true. Yeah, wait at the designated location. Yeah, because if I did have space in my hotbars, I would actually, create a little shrine to Selene. Yeah, and this has the meaning of the word where scholars will have a high carb diet or a high carby diet. Unfortunately, I will not be using this to transform the fairy into a carbuncle. And now we have to go speak to the, Alright. So this will now allow us to unlock. This now allows us to use the pet glamour command to hang on. Let's see if this actually works. So slash glamour EOS. Oh. Okay, let's try that again. Seriously. Hello, Celine. It's been a while. Okay, now that we got that done and found my complete and utter ineptitude to actually type English, let's head to Razadhan and start on MSQ. And yeah, I can actually just use the airships to go to Razadhan. Okay. First thing I need to do is wait a week for it to load in the plaza. And wait for it to spend another month rendering in 500 people. Causality weapon augment. No, I don't need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. Lunar envoys. Gear augmentation DOW. And let's go isolate to. Oh, let me guess. It's DOW2. Dancer. Right, so we need Moonshine Brine. Did it actually add out of this world oddities? Yes, it did. Right, so we just need one of you. One of you. Out of this world oddities. One Moonshine Brine. Right. Right, I'm gonna need to quickly. Ah, good. I did actually leave the classical chakrams in inventory. Right, so close you. Gear exchange, DOW2, yes. Augmented Lunar Envoy Tartums. And inventory for the brine, and 619. And because this game likes to be an absolute douchebag, I'm actually going to check the... Check the portrait to make sure it's actually working. Right, and let's go to Megaduta and start on the story. Alright. Oh, Sean, I am back, carrying favor. Yet to hear from you, show regarding a search for a means to return to the void. I must confess that our silence has left me feeling restless. Nor am I alone in this. Astinian has such an excess of energy that he's been helping to train our soldiers with nary a grumble. As for Zero... speak the devil's name and it shall appear. I heard the drawing you. Yeah. No, an errand to run at the bazaar first. Yeah, 45 minutes and we finally get on to story. Beat that, Ponto! Yep, so we just have to select a spice. I'm guessing that these go in heat from mild to inferno. Right, let's go coarse yellow flakes. And let's just press the button. Dude.
My usual place, but with this spice.
Of course, Zero. It would be my pleasure. Well now, this is enough to make a whole kettle of your special curry.
I don't need that much.
Rest assured, it's easy enough to make a serving just for you. Or we could make the kettle and share it. There would be enough not only for your companions but other diners as well. I dare say everyone will be delighted.
Very well. A full kettle, then.
Excellent. We'll prepare it at once. And for your excellency and our esteemed adventurer, are you happy to try a bowl of Zero's curry? We can make yours milder if you prefer.
Grateful though I am for the offer, I cannot fully appreciate the flavor with this vessel. Another time, perhaps. Do not hold back on my account, my friend. Eat and enjoy.
Oh, His Excellency's helping.
Understood. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
It gladdens me to see you taking to life in Radzathan, Zero. In the area of our cuisine, not least of all. Spicy dishes have long been favored in our sultry clime for their ability to whet the appetite and cool the body. Of course, spices also have the effect of preserving foods, which makes them highly coveted in foreign lands. All of this has given rise to a thriving spice industry, and the wealth it brings has allowed our nation to prosper while maintaining its neutrality.
So you trade your spices? Seems rather more complicated than trading in ether.
In the beginning, this land was no more than refuge for me. But now it is my home, and the people of Radzathan my beloved children. Together, we build this vibrant nation, and naught would please me more than to show it to my sister one day.
Vibrant. Rubicante said the same when he described this world. A reminder of all that has been stolen from us. What many who remember doubtless yearn to take back.
Our home is a lost cause. Our only choice to begin anew. In this world, where we may reclaim our mortality.
Nonetheless, it's wrong to damn another to save yourself. As I told Rubicante, as I found myself moved to speak. I still do not understand what made me feel this way, nor what compels you mortals to help one another. But I hope to someday.
We too hope that you will find the answers you seek.
Here we come.
What is going on?
What's happening?
Compliments of Mistress Zero, the Satrap's honored guest. We are serving a special curry for anyone who wishes to partake. But be warned, it is not for the faint of heart.
No
by
shit,
all means,
Sherlock.
I'd welcome the challenge.
Sisters have mercy. The smell alone is...
Elephant man down! Elephant man down! They've not even got theirs yet.
To better
And we've
maintain
already
the
claimed
facade,
2 people.
the alchemists ensured that my vessel was capable of consuming food. However, I fear Zero's curry would test the limits of their design.
Apologies for the delay. Please relax and enjoy your meal.
Relax. I don't have time for that. I've been waiting for this. Come. Let's replenish our ether.
They're all down. They're all down. Except for one. My whole life flashed before my eyes, and it was exhilarating. More can be said for the rest of the people here.
I trust you have eaten your fill. I shall have Marid prepare a meal for us to take to Estinian. I suspect he too is overdue a replenishment. By this hour, he will have retired to his chambers at Magaduta. Come, let us pay him a visit.
Yep, now it's time to go and see softcore porn Estinian. The spicy curry has left you slightly flushed and set your heart racing. Well, the chances to wait, you are ready to face them head on and with feeling. And what did we get for that? Spicy circulation 22. Reforged by the flames of a truly challenging curry. And yeah, if you skip the cutscene on that, you only get spicy circulation 1.
Estinian, are you there? We've brought something for you.
I enter.
Yep, it's topless, sweaty Estinian.
Squid masala from the Mehane. I thought you might enjoy it.
Masala, eh? I'd prefer my squid dried. But I'm sure it won't disappoint. My thanks. Idle as I am in our sorceress's absence, I see. I can't offer much in the way of entertainment, but make yourselves comfortable.
Shall we disrobe as well?
No, no. We simply caught our friend unprepared. He will make himself presentable at once, I am sure.
Cock blocked by Varshan.
We've been looking for you.
My friends! Tell me, were you able to devise a way to return to the 13th?
I believe so. It required a visit to the moon, where I took the opportunity to enlist Oriange's assistance.
Ishtola hath told me all. I should be glad to help you free Ashdaya and put an end to Golbez's dark plot.
If Rubicante spoke true, both Golbez and Ashdaya are on the moon of the 13th. Unlike here in the Source, however, we have no means of making the journey from the surface of the star itself. The technology simply does not exist. Therefore, I propose that we employ a gate to deliver us directly to our destination.
Is such a feat possible?
In theory. Having once been a single hole, the Source and its reflections share striking similarities in geography. And according to a certain someone who unceremoniously whisked us away to the first, the same locations across the worlds are intrinsically bound. All of which is to say, were we to pass through a gate on the Source's moon, it should lead us to the moon of the 13th. Of course, there is the risk of Voidsent gaining entry to our world. Thus did I decide to seek Oriange's counsel.
Both the Watcher and the Loporrits are aware of our proposed endeavor. While they are yet deliberating precautionary measures, they have pledged their full cooperation.
You've been busy. I presume you've also found a way to open this gate.
Be it in Radzat-Han or Sharlayan, scholars have long cast their gaze unto the endless dark of the void. And so, with harnish insights to augment our knowledge, we have indeed conceived of a promising plan to pierce the veil. A plan I am confident will succeed, precisely because the moon is our stage. The preparations will be extensive, and we will require vast quantities of ether. After all, our gate must be large enough to accommodate another great worm. My proposal entails delivering copious amounts of ether to the Tower of Babel in Garlemald. As you will recall, Fandaniel used the structure to destroy the Brand's imprisoning Zodiark.
Well,
And we,
he managed
in
to
like
destroy
manner,
most of them.
will use it to channel ether to the moon, and thereby open our gate.
I see. Then we shall need someone on the moon for the necessary rituals.
Just so, Your Excellency. I intend to head back anon for that very purpose, as well as to help devise our strategy to deal with invading Voidsent. Along with our lunar allies, we will once again require the assistance of your alchemists, Nidana not least of all. May I trouble you to serve as their escort?
Fine by me. The room was beginning to feel constraining.
For my part, I shall oversee the requisite tasks on the star. Might I prevail upon you for your assistance?
If all are in agreement, then let us set to work. We'll open our gate, and we will stop Golbez.
The Dark Throne. Uh... Uriandre, going ham. Or harm. If one and all are ready, then another step forth. Our preparations to... If I may, I beg a moment to exchange this vessel for its grown counterpart. It is in the keeping of the alchemists of the High Crucible. Next, I also need to do a bit of PvP because yeah. Yeah, because I've actually found a little glitch with the or actually a bug with the accessories, because you can actually hang on, how many tones do you have? 946. I think we're going to need at least 1500 for the next phase. I think we, yeah, because we had the Mandeville Chakrams and the Mandeville Codex. But we do now have the the augmented variant of the Lunar Envoy weapons, so Gate in Mara 11 Torm that we might gain direct passage to the moon of the 13th. Also, come ready to labor upon the moon, we must need to accomplish two tasks. The first is the procurement of a substantial quantity of ether and subsequent delivery of it until the Tower of Babel. Said structure was once used to siphon the land's essence by way of the Telophoroi spires. Such a method, however, doth pose an unacceptable risk to the greater ethereal balance of our world. Thus we seek an alternative means of conveying our requisite resource. Our second task doth pertain to the use of the Tower of Babel itself. You may recall that this portal onto the moon was placed under the supervision of the Ilzavar's contingent. If we would employ it to different ends, we must first obtain a contingent's express submission. If we'd like to believe they would not refuse us, so perhaps we should concern ourselves with the ether problem first. Have you any idea whence we might source the vast quantity needed? Oh, your likely location doth come to mind. Let us make for the airship landing there to reveal more. Oh, right. Well, I would normally have dashed to the Aetheryte Plaza to go for the next phase, but since we have an Ethernet shard down here, I can just express route to the airship landing and through this door, of course. All the present accounted for. Excellent. We shall travel to Charlotte and then seek the nearby. Yeah. I don't understand, book. Originally, the Ragnarok was to be powered by the ether harvested from the Isle. But as well you know, an alternate power source was ultimately found for the vessel. Passage onto Ultima Fall to the very limits of existence was facilitated by naught less than the strength of the Mother Crystal herself. As such, the Jarl of Ham's vast ether bullets remain untouched. We may help ourselves to that energy provided we are able to secure the Forum's permission. Yet again, with needing permission. There's nothing straightforward in this world. Such is the nature of politics, I fear. And as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have been officially disbanded, no longer are we a recognized collective. A somewhat disadvantaged position, bureaucratically speaking. Fortunately, however, there is a recognized and respected body upon which we might prevail. The students of Baldessian. Upon arriving in Charlian, let us seek our friends at the Annex. Oh, there's actually a couple of people here. This case, we have come to seek the students' assistance in a matter of some urgency. In that case, you will want to speak with Kraft. She's in the main hall, sorting through our archives. There's a visitor with her at the moment, but it's no one you don't know, so feel free to show yourself in. Yeah. And we know who this someone is. It's Unveil!
Well now, if it isn't two of my dearest friends. As for the other two, I don't believe we've had the pleasure.
Not in this vessel, perhaps. 'Tis I, Vashan. Though, you are welcome to call me Vritra, if you prefer.
Pay me no mind. I merely accompany them.
I pray you forgive us our intrusion. If you are occupied, we shall call again anon.
It's quite all right. We've just finished swapping all our secrets anyway. Phil occasionally comes and shares the latest Gleaner gossip, you see. From forgotten ruins to mysterious relics, if there's aught that might be of interest to the students, he kindly lets us know.
Alas, I must soon depart on an expedition. As I may be away for an extended period, I wish to give Kryl fair warning. Hence my visit today.
I see. There are specimens that want for procuring, I presume?
No, it isn't guildship business, but rather... homecoming. But enough about me. You have business too, yes? And I'm in the way.
Far from it. As a matter of fact, we should be grateful if you could stay and share your knowledge of the nearby isles with us. We seek a means to travel to the Void. There, a man named Golbez plots to invade our world. A man who even now holds my sister hostage. To that end, we require a great quantity of ether, which we understand may be had on the Isle of Harm. We came in the hope of exploring how it might best be procured.
An invasion from the 13th? Must the stakes always be so dramatic?
You have a knack for finding trouble. If
Well-
cleaners collected world-ending crises, you could make quite a name for yourself in our profession. It's true
We
the
don't
Isle
end
of
up
Harm is a
finding them,
veritable
they
font
always
of
find
evil.
us.
But as it's under the Forum's direct jurisdiction, only a privileged few get to set foot there. I myself haven't.
So if we want to help ourselves to the Isle's ether, we'll need to secure the Forum's permission. Very well. The students of Baldessian recognize your endeavors as combating a grave threat to the world. As representative, I hereby pledge our full assistance. Now that it's official, you may leave the politics and paperwork to me. Our operations remain small, but we shouldn't meet any undue resistance.
We are truly grateful.
Well, especially as there's another issue that the Forum is also having to deal with in the Ethereal
If I may.
Sea.
According to the original plan for the Exodus, ether collected from the Isle of Harm was to power the Ark. Art thou perchance familiar with the logistics of this endeavor?
I don't know anything about that, I'm afraid. Nor do I think any cleaner would. You might have better luck asking someone involved with the Ark's construction. Margaret, for instance. She's a researcher in Charley and Hamlet. I met with her for a job recently, and she mentioned working on the Ragnarok's propulsion system.
Yes, Margaret! The
You
one
could do
who,
worse than to seek her
who
out while
seems
awaiting
to
the Forum's verdict.
who seems to not want to sleep.
We may well do just that. Our gratitude for thine advice, and may this threat be but a memory upon thy return.
You're quite welcome. Now then, if you'll excuse me.
I best start drafting our petition. Go on and find your researcher. I'll contact you as soon as we've made progress.
Let us leave matters here to Mistress Kryl, and hie ourselves to Labyrinthos.
Yeah, I don't think I have flight in Labyrinthos. Well, at least I'm not gonna have too many issues with this.
Right then, time to put our best foot forward. A pity you can't tidy yourself. I should have had Ishtola enchant you when I had the chance. And what have we here?
Later, Kryl, later. You've work to do.
Okay, and oh, I was just wondering what was going on there. It's actually a minion. Right, so we need to go down to the Charlian Hamlet. Actually, first things first, yeah. Oh dear, yeah, we don't actually have any ether currents in Labyrinthos. I've only actually done all ether currents in Favnir and Ultima Fool. Yeah, I still actually haven't even unlocked flying in Mare Lamentorum. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Oh, not that much, but it's gonna be worse in Mare Lamentorum. Labyrinthos, Charlian Hamlet. At least it's only 244 gil to teleport. Yeah. As you can see, I haven't even done the ether current quests. Okay, yeah, she's over here. Running. This is how delightful. If you require assistance, then ask away. It so happens that you caught me in post-deadline bliss. Forgive us the abruptness of our inquiry, but 'tis our understanding that thou had charge of the Ragnarok's propulsion systems. We should like to know how ether harvested from the Isle of Ham was to be stored and transported to the Ark, if the disclosure of such information is permitted. Oh, it's no bother at all. We simply built special tanks that could store ether just like we use casks to store wine. Simple, really. Simple, but quite brilliant in construction. They rivaled even crystals for etheric capacity. Pity we never got to use them. Ah, how muddled and distant the memory. When Doom's deadline loomed large, we were extricated. I was at one with the world, a conduit for the energies of creation, but now I'm truly alive. Who would have thought that sleeping in the bed and eating warm meals could make such a difference? Yeah, sleep did actually save her. Well, I feel positively functional. I dare say it rivals the thrill of dancing on the knife edge of failure. Yep, I still think she needs more sleep. Yeah, glad for you. Quite. On the subject of the ether tanks, do you know what became of them? What did become of them? For the life of me, I can't seem to remember. Oh, well, I do remember someone who might remember. He should be back by now. Just look for the fellow wearing an outfit that screams, "I've been on vacation," and you haven't. Very well, we shall seek out this conspicuous colleague of thine. Our serious gratitude, Margaret. And do look after thyself. Let us seek out this individual attired in a manner suggestive of recent furlough. Yeah, I'll have to go grab a new book from Chloe. But yeah, as for our it's Cockle and Cockle, our explosive obsessed Lollafell. The face that laws are teeny tiny door. I don't catch him with a rest. No. I've been kicking gods around. Oh, I don't know that. Oh, if I don't know about the Aether Tanks, who in Barrigo's name would. Born right in my very own workshop they were. And as always, Master Cockle. I trust thy respite and then some. Well, I won't bore you with the details, at least not without a drinking me, so why are you interested in our little old tanks? Will it be to explain? I see. I think I got the long and short of it. It goes without saying, but we all owe you more than we can ever repay. If you need a reefer tank and they're at your disposal. There's just one problem. You'll need the forum's approval to set foot on the Isle of Ham. Were it up to me, you'd be on the next ship out. That lot can't wipe their arse unless it's in accordance with procedural motions. You may be assured that my backside is immaculate. Well, Feliax thump and fight. Master Fortuner has gone along. What a surprise! On the intrusion, the former has deliberated your position, and we decided to deliver our verdict directly. I would come to hope that the demand for a pandemonium has not been overshadowed by other concerns, but that is a discussion for another time. You have been granted special dispensation to travel to the Isle of Harm for the purposes of etheric extraction, on one condition. On the account of its rich deposits of ether, the island is home to throngs of vicious beasts. We ask that you cull any such creatures you encounter. That's all. Given the vast amounts of ether we seek, I expected a far higher price. Oh, believe me, we do not underestimate the value of what you desire. Nay, we simply owe the students of Baldessian and their esteemed collaborators a debt of gratitude. And we feel that expediting your request is a subtle, suitable way to repay it. Debt of gratitude. You're taking the liberty of arranging your passage to the Isle of Ham. Your vessel awaits in Scholar's Harbour. Then I'll better get those ether tanks loaded onto the airship. They'll be ready to take them where you need them, assuming it's safe. I shall head back to the annex, but should you need anything else, don't hesitate to call. Right, and it should auto-teleport us, yep, back to the docks.
Bound for the Isle of Harm. You look like the ones Master Fortuno told me to expect. If you're ready to depart, then so am I. Just say the word.
Is something the matter?
I did recruit one other to our party, but he is late to arrive.
Yep, it's Dad, Craig!
Forgive me my delay.
Thancred, 'tis good to see you.
If it isn't Varshan. They do grow up so quickly. Urianje tells me we have a host of exciting new tribulations to face. And you must be Zero. I've heard all about your daring do in Garlemald. A pleasure.
Apart from strengthening our company with his redoubtable skill at arms, Thancred may also serve as a mentor in those matters that trouble thee. I speak of the intangible forces which bring souls together. Thancred is possessed of experience both unique and insightful that I am sure he would gladly share with thee. Thou needst but ask.
Right. Oh, let's get this ship on the road. The Ether font now accessible. Although I have a feeling these two have just returned. Right, well, let's get it going. Let's see how long this is gonna take. Well, it's saying less than 5, but yeah, I do not trust the duty finders. Estimations. Which one of them is that? Finding way. And away we go. Yeah, AFK tank for the win. I just have to wonder how many AFK tanks we're gonna go through. Yep, and that's another tank. Oh, and this one's not AFK. Yeah, and the music for the Ether font does give me massive Wild Arms vibes. Does give off Wild Arms vibes. Okay. And... right, I need to zoom out. Oh dear, I think that scholar was doing first boss fight. Oh. I just noticed the ninja's name is Confused Idiot. Let's shield. Ouchie. And I'm dead. And the healer's dead. Well, the good thing is... Right, bracelet of aiming. That would probably do good. Though I think I'm actually fighting the ninja for it, because I think they actually use the aiming gear. The aiming accessories. Yeah. Bracelet of healing. I'm actually gonna pass on that. Right, I'm gonna quickly do you and so someone's definitely not rolling for loot. Sending. Passing on that. And boss fight number 2. Yields. So I'm actually going to try and get as many fourfold severs as I can during this part. And we're done. Hello, old friend. Oh, lovely. Impatient little crap. Loot. Thank you. Yeah, that wasn't bad. And I probably got the trash. Oh, goody, it's a Shan 01 Dumbledore. Along with that grid. Casting. Yeah, I got the earrings, I also got the bracelet, and I got the Octomammoth card. Along with more material I can sell for a massive profit. Right, I am going to go AFK and leave you with a cutscene.
Much obliged for clearing the way. We'll get to work at once. Filling these up will take a good while. I appreciate it if you stood watch till we finished. I ain't getting chewed to chum by some ether-bloated bugger. Oh, by the by. Where were you planning on putting these to use? We could deliver them by airship, see? Provided it ain't too far.
We would need them transported to Gallimon, to the Tower of Babel.
Ah, that's a long old journey. Too long for a direct flight. Tell you what, we'll send them over with the scheduled shipment of provisions headed that way. I'll make the arrangements as soon as we get back. Save some poor chocobos having to drag this lot through the snow.
You have our thanks. We shall not forget your generosity.
Everything seems to be proceeding apace. I dare say you would have been fine without me.
Why would you say such a thing? You are not bound by contract or the threat of force, and you gain no advantage by devaluing your own contribution. Yet you must be bound by something to speak thus. What is it?
What binds me? A belief, I suppose. Born of our shared struggles. No matter where my comrades go, I have faith they will be fine. For I know that they will walk their chosen path as surely as I walk mine. I trust them, in short. Trite though it may sound.
Trust.
And it's odd that they actually mention where they need to be
I
sent,
remember the
because
word. How long has it been since last I used it?
especially
It
since
had no
they actually
place in my
mentioned where they
dealings.
needed to go.
Not with other
Certainly
voids,
actually
and
did.
certainly not with Xenos. Not even in the time before darkness engulfed the world. Full often did Memoriats betray their own, corrupted by the very power they wielded. You could trust no one but yourself. Alone we fought, and alone we fell. I wouldn't know how to trust. Is there some trick to it?
Just stay close to this one. You'll learn in no time. Aye, absolutely fine.
I confess I thought thou mightst have more words of counsel to offer.
Oh, she'll soon get the hang of it, even without my help. After our work here is done, I'll see myself back to the shadows. But before that, I take it you've heard as well.
Indeed. The client seeketh archons, and 'twould seem our extensive travels and neutrality make us prime candidates.
Well, assuming we take on the request, I suspect I'll be stuck with you again. Don't let me down, hmm?
Alright. And we are now back in Scholar's Harbor. Not only allow us use of the tank, but to arrange their transportation to Garlemore besides, blessed we are the Khan Cockle among our allies. Unto thee we must also give thanks, Sancred, for coming to our aid on such short notice. Indeed, you know I'm always happy to help. Don't hesitate to call on me again. Till next time. Like fear to flame. The tank transportation thus arranged, our first task is complete. We now turn our attention to the second. To wit, obtaining the blessing of the Ilzabard contingent to use the Tower of Babel to channel energy onto the moon. Our destination is Camp Broken Glass, where we may present our position to Commander Lucia. Alright. Probably should have used a oh yeah. Yeah, because I ended up with the hang on. Oh, I already have legs from yeah. But these are 625, and I think our current set is 610? Yeah, right, I need to find a mender. Which is going to be relatively easy because he's right over here. Hello! 813 gil for that lot. Right. Bracelet, earring. That gets us up to 621. And once again, I'm gonna have to update the portrait because what else is? Oh, Scholar. Hang on. Did I actually update all the portraits? No, not Adventurer plate. Portraits! Just Scholar I didn't update. to personally thank you for your assistance during the recent Voidsent incursion. Your actions saved many. What brings you here today? Pray forgive us for not sending word in advance, Commander, but we seek your cooperation in a matter of great import. Indeed, we appreciate you consulting with us instead of taking unilateral action. It is no simple matter to activate the Tower of Babel, and I speak not only of the technological challenges. Firstly, I think we must consider the emotional impact. Depending on a more official name, we refer to those who remain here as the Guardian community. As you would expect, they are predominantly native Guardians, most of whom are uncomfortable with ethereal manipulation. To compound matters, the trauma inflicted by Anima is still fresh. If the tower were to suddenly light up again, it is like to cause distress and reopen old wounds. Better that than facing a mass invasion by Gulbers and his void-sent hordes, surely. Of course, we acknowledge the gravity of the situation, as well as the promised bloodshed that should we fail to act. Yet even were we to convey your warning to the public, many simply do not understand the workings of magic or the rift. They will struggle to comprehend what they must be forced to relive. Why they must be forced to relive personal horrors for the sake of something that they cannot imagine. What's there to imagine? Haven't these people seen Voidsent with their own eyes? Let us suppose you encounter someone who is freezing in the cold. A natural thing to do might be to make them a fire, yes? But what if that person's sole experience of fire is being badly burned by it, and they harbour an acute fear? Despite the benefits, nay, the necessity of the warmth you offer, they may flee on instinct, or worse, misinterpret your actions for aggression and lash out. So, like the fire that torments the individual, the Tower of Babel torments the people of Garlemald. Yet we cannot afford to falter here. We must find a way to help them overcome their fear. I agree. To that end, the contingent will assist however we can. We should speak with Alphino and Alice. With the rapport they have established with the Guardian people, I dare say they can provide us with valuable insights. In the meantime, Andre, might I ask that you remain here to oversee the technical aspects of the tower's activation? Here, along with having is, yeah, that's clipping through his hood. Okay, we need to, head to Tertium. Yeah, I need to get a wireless mouse. I need to actually make everything freaking wireless because having to deal with this is massively annoying. Right, I think we actually have a voiced element here. President Delana. There's no unfounded concern that the Guardians might take poorly to the reactivation of the Tower of Babel. That's putting it mildly. Many would be up in arms over it. Trust in the Yulzabar contingent is fragile enough. We need to tread lightly, or we risk jeopardizing everything we've achieved. Trust again. Well, it seems to me there's no threat but to speak with the people. Rather than harping on about the necessity of the plan, we need to lend an ear to their concerns. Then, perhaps we can begin working towards a compromise. In that case, I'll take you to meet the community leaders. They're at a station called Zonatus, near the... yeah. The traffic then the rhino appears. I drag you along. I do hope she means that literally. Let's meet in the Forum Solus. Or in Forum Solus. Right. I'm gonna quickly refill my glass before we actually continue onwards. Oh. Yeah. I have not had much sleep. For a reason. A reason I actually found out late last night. Well, yesterday afternoon. Late yesterday afternoon. Because while my appointment to provide evidence that I've been actively seeking employment is in the afternoon, my other appointment is at 9:30 in the morning, meaning I'll need to take a really early. I need to head to bed early today. Alright, contemplative citizen. The Tower of Babel? What's it got to do with Voidston? Can't say I understand. Still, your people have done much and more for us Guardians. If you say it's necessary, then it's good enough for me. Then that's good enough for me. Whatever its present state, the Imperial Palace is once the pride of Garlemald. I mean, no disrespect to you and yours, but shouldn't the Guardian people be its caretakers instead of foreigners? Though if we dared to speak thus to some of the contingent, they might make assumptions, cut our rations, or worse. No, forget I said anything, please. Ah, yes. Activate the Tower of Babel? Are you out of your mind? That abomination transformed my friends and family into monsters. I can't even bear to look at it whenever I step outside. If you want to do something for us, tear the bloody thing down. Lady, that tower isn't right, I tell you. All those magics. Years ago, I lived in the provinces. The locals raised our village to the ground with that stuff. Made things appear and disappear and fly and burn. Can still see it when I close my eyes. You've done us a good turn, dear, but let us not talk about that tower any longer. It's unnatural. And one more. No! Stop it! The tower is evil! It'll turn us all evil! Don't want to hear it! Leave me alone! Yeah, okay. Right, we now have to head out to Forum Solus, and without flight, this is going to be interesting. I don't remember this one being here. Okay, okay, I think I've actually done the ether currents here. Julius is on his way with the others. I think you found the people more receptive than we did. You, Lord Aeneas and Matthias. Yes, magistrates of our political council. They have been spearheading the efforts to establish a new system of government here. When we raised the subject of the Tower of Babel, they insisted we speak no further until joined by the representative of the Ullsbard contingent. I see Alphino and Alizé have yet to arrive, though, so perhaps we should wait. It doesn't matter if only some of you are present, we simply wish to make one thing perfectly clear. The Tower is a manifestation of Guardian ingenuity and authority. It was once the abode of the Imperial family, and it will forever bear tremendous cultural significance. It is insulting enough that we have to suffer foreigners occupying it under the guise of rendering aid, and now you propose reactivating it? Nay, we have had enough. The Garlemald of old may have fallen, but she fell in civil war to our own people, not to Eorzea nor any other land. We came here to assert our unequivocal claim to our territory. Garlemald, and all that lies within our bounds, is beholden to no one. Yep. Eulus, the Fallen Empire. Since their excellencies are resolved to negotiate with the contingent, I will escort them to Tertium. Also instruct Alphino and Alizé to meet us there. My comrades and I will speak with the residents of Senatus. Though the Ullsbard contingent holds the Tower of Babel, it is I who wishes for it to be reactivated, and thus I think it meet that I be present for this discussion. In my understanding of your position, of your people's hardships, their hopes and desires, their dreams for the future is sorely lacking. In my ignorance, I would struggle to contribute. Lest you worry, I will not plead our case to the community in your absence. I wish to only identify common ground upon which we might build a relationship that sees us overcome our differences. Very well, but know that the guards will not hesitate to escort you from the premises should they judge your actions to be inappropriate. So X is... Yep, and it's gonna be fun time because... Let's go for something a little bit more suitable. Hippo cart. Okay. Thank you. I think we're gonna have to take indirect route, because I think there's a minor blockage up ahead. Okay. Special delivery! It says temporary refuge for political dignitaries, hence the tight security. Good to understand that outsiders not normally permitted so much as a glimpse inside. We should consider ourselves fortunate to be given this opportunity. Again, I propose we split up and ask the residents for their views on the Old Spark contingent and the current state of affairs. Also do well to learn more about this enclave itself. Should you observe anything of note, pray keep it in mind. It is through open hearts and open minds that I believe we may yet convince their leaders to work with us for the greater good. Right, pile of crates. A stockpile of assorted supplies, their markings indicated that they were provided by the Ilzabar contingent. The Enclave is clearly reliant upon the Alliance for aid. Right, and you. Want to know what I think? I'm a soldier. I try not to think about politics at all. I'll say this much, our leaders labour to preserve our culture, our way of life, what remains of it at any rate. I trust them to do what's best for Garlemald. Barrel of ceruleum. You recognise the large cask as the very same you and your comrades used to transport ceruleum from Lapis Manalis. Why they are in Senatus is unclear. Right, we just have one more person to talk to. Right, what do you have to say? The furnishings are quite lavish. I'm reminded of Troya. Okay, where is Vashan? Here is Vashan! East, I wish to hear your concerns regarding the tower. He's too busy. Alright, Marcus. How do I feel about the contingent? Conflicted, to say the least. I have been tasked with the distribution of supplies, and I know as well as any that we couldn't survive without outside aid. Be that as may, even though the Empire has collapsed, we have our pride. People don't want to be beholden to others forever, and there's no denying that it chafes to see our benefactors occupying the Imperial Palace. Do you have anything to say now? Nope, nothing else extra. Finished touring the Enclave, have you? What were you able to learn? Much the same as me then. They accept the contingent's help out of necessity and harbour a measure of resentment. They have only themselves to blame. If they don't like the bargain, they should reject it. How many times must I tell you? That is absolutely out of the question! What's going on? We were wondering the very same. We came running when we heard shouting. Is aught the matter? Oh, no, I was just trying to explain. Mayhap you can clear this up. The contingent has made a reasonable request. This man insists that it's impossible. It concerns the magic weapons which run rampant through Regio Urbanissima. Every time we deliver supplies here, we have to dispatch extra men to defend against potential attacks. To address the issue once and for all, we propose the elimination of all machina that loiter near the supply route. But you heard him, they refuse to even consider it. The magistrates have already spoken on the matter. Rampant or no, those war machinima are Guardian assets. Furthermore, who is to say that they are as dangerous as you attest? As was suggested that this could be a pretense to scavenge magic material for your own ends. I know not if that's the case, but the fact remains, we cannot allow you to destroy them. More speculation by the magistrates, I presume. Ridiculous, but they have spoken, and unless we want to inflame tensions further, there is naught we can do. How complicated relations become when not grounded in a clear and equitable arrangement. An equitable arrangement? Of course! Well, I do understand the difficulty of your position. As a soldier, you must do your duty and obey your superiors. I have an idea, but I must first speak with Commander Lucia. May I take charge of this matter? But by all means! Let us return to Camp Broken Glass, where we might discuss a solution I believe will satisfy all parties. Right, well I can actually just teleport back to Camp Broken Glass, but what is it going to cost from in here? Oh, that's good. No more than what it costs outside. Hang on. Catnipped orange. Welcome back, all of you. I pray there have been positive developments in your efforts to appeal to the Guardian community. Mayhap not yet, but there is a method by which I believe all stand to gain. As separate, I intend to propose a trade agreement between Razatan and the people of Garlemald. Please continue. The people of this nation have lived through its collapse and more, yet they have chosen to remain, for it is their home. That they have been able to survive thus far is thanks to the Yodsbar contingent, or rather, in less flattering terms, they are entirely at your mercy. Despite your noble intentions, this one-sided relationship has fueled feelings of frustration and resentment. It is no surprise that some Guardians are loath to engage with foreigners for fear of indebting themselves further, or surrendering more of their limited autonomy. That is why I wish to present them with an equitable arrangement. One that will restore them to a sense of agency after having been forced to rely upon charity. Easier said than done. What exactly did you have in mind? Long have Garlemald and Razat-Han abided by a treaty of non-interference. Freely have we traded with one another, and I wish but to continue in this tradition. You provide your people with such supplies as you require in return, for which you would grant us leave to use the Tower of Babel, as well as share your majestic resources and expertise. As we become more reliant upon your technologies, you of course require more ceruleum to fuel them. This you possess in abundance, and for it you will be duly compensated. Razat-Han's culture will be enriched by your majestic wonders, and our ever-increasing demand for your wares will see Garlemald grow wealthy and prosperous. Only when both sides keep the interest of the other in mind can an equitable relationship be forged. It is a principle I once thought I understood. I've come to appreciate it in more way, or appreciate all the more in recent days. Thanks. Yeah. Excellency, thank you for your careful consideration of Garlemald's future. Though I cannot speak for every Guardian, I myself see no reason to object to your proposal. Indeed, if Razat-Han were to take the initiative, other nations may follow suit, and seek to normalize trade relations with us. If you see the sense in my proposal, then I ask you to join me in the negotiations at Tertium. Your support may be instrumental in winning over Lord Gnaeus and Matthias. By all means, go with them. I have matters here well in hand. I have learned all I may regarding this tower's operation, so I too shall hie my way to Tertium. Right. Okay, you horrid lot. What do you have to say? A crowd you may have brought, but numbers will not intimidate us. Tara, Babel is ours by rights, and nothing you do will convince us otherwise. Rest assured, it is not our intention to infringe upon the rights of the people of Garlemald. Let us instead discuss the future. As satrap of Razadhan, I wish to establish a new trade agreement between our nations. The aid we presently receive will not last forever, my lords. Sooner or later, we must stand on our own 2 feet. But to do so, we must secure a means to replenish our coffers, and the proposed agreement presents a rare opportunity. Tis true we do not want for magic and ceruleum, and foreign currency will be needed to procure such things as we lack. It would depend on the precise terms, like... What? I can't believe what I'm hearing. You served the Emperor, were a proud patriot, yet now you entertain selling national resources like a common merchant? Like you, I'm weak for what we have lost. But if we are to rebuild Garlemald, we must make use of what precious few assets remain to us. Nonsense! Utter nonsense! You're a traitor, Naeus! And there will be a reckoning. Oh yes, when the people of Certus learn of this, they will cry out for your blood! Lord Metius, wait! It isn't safe out there! Yes, the village idiot has spoken! And he has gone and walked out into an area that is, crawling with nasties. And now we have to help him. It's far too dangerous out for a civilian to be outside alone. We must go after Lord Metius. Let us leave matters here in Maximus' care while the rest of us join in the search. Lord Metius is bound for Senesis. We may be able to catch up to him in Regio Urbanissima. I pray he has not come to any harm. Okay, and a suitable vehicle for transport. Yep, that'll do. Get to the chopper. Okay, so we're gonna have to head through Forum Solace. Turn. Alright. Okay, you are... Oh, that didn't take too long. I'm alive?
Praise the sisters, you are safe.
Don't think I'm indebted to you. I never asked for your help.
You love Garlemald dearly, Lord Metius. That much is plain. But you're not alone in that. We all mourn what has become of our homeland. Bristle at having to rely upon outsiders simply to survive the cold. Even now, I struggle with fear and uncertainty. Day after day, I ask myself, what is right? Where do we go from here? I've yet to find the answers. But I won't stop looking nonetheless, and I won't avert my gaze from our grim reality.
Is there hope for us?
Aye, so long as we live. Garlemald lies in ruins, but the bonds between us will never be broken. We are the chain that connects generations past and future. You and I, it's links. Help us, Lord Metius, for all we have been and for what we may yet become. Please.
To be lectured by the younger, it ill becomes a man of my station. I will rejoin the talks at Tertium. Might I trouble you to escort me? Ere we part, I apologize for my discourtesy. I owe you my life, and I thank you.
Euless, wait. I'd like a word. With you as well. I'm to stay close, after all.
Worry not, we shall see the magistrates safely back to Tertium.
Okay, I'm gonna have to put you back on charge.
What is it?
At least I'm not having to...
You bound that man with trust, didn't you? That's why he did not require coercion to return.
Shall we walk, perhaps? Chilly, standing around here.
No. Okay, and now you're charging.
So that's how Zero came to join you. Still, I'm not sure I'm qualified to explain something like trust. I wouldn't describe myself as a sociable person. Before all this, any free time I had, I spent looking after my brother and sister. As for the magistrate, I only told him what's been on my mind of late. But I wouldn't have done so, I think, if it weren't for the twins' influence. Trust is infectious, in a manner of speaking. When someone believes in you, it makes you want to believe in them, in others, in yourself. Perhaps it's because the magistrate felt that earnestness that he gave us a chance. As I did, after I was caught trying to steal provisions from the enemy. Trust comes easy in such company.
Little wonder my world is devoid of it.
Oh, finally, it
No
gave
one
me
trusts
the
in you,
battery indicator.
and so you trust in no one. And
All right.
round the wheel turns. During the Contra Memoria, we had already come to judge one another based on strength and usefulness. You either used or were used. Those who rejected this rule didn't survive. My mother wanted to save the world, to fulfill the hopes of Memoria's good and true. After she died, I carried on her mission alone.
Alone? Didn't you have anyone to help you?
Almost. 2 men tried just the once. A swordsman and a mage, whom I met when passing through a village. They had saved the people there from corrupted Memoriates. When they learned our enemies were the same, they seemed heartened. They claimed to be soldiers of a kingdom called Baron, and were traveling the realm in search for means to end the Contra Memoria. They invited me to join them. I refused. How could I not, having learned the lessons of my world? Those who would work with others always have their own motives. I would not place myself at their mercy. I would not be forced to submit. I expected some manner of outburst, some show of frustration at having failed to deceive me. But they simply watched me walk away. I didn't know what to make of it then, but now... Perhaps they shared a bond of trust. Perhaps they were the last ones left who dared. Perhaps they hoped I was like them, too. Perhaps it was just an offer, and nothing more. I continued fighting alone. But ultimately I was undone, overwhelmed by enemies that had banded together. I was cold, in pain, wishing desperately that someone would save me. And as I lay there in solitude, I felt it happen. The breaking of our world. Darkness washed over me, and I was swept into the rift. When I finally managed to return, it was to a world forever transformed. My home, now filled with abominations. I had a chance to learn about trust, and forsook it.
I never had the power to save my home single-handed. I should have accepted their invitation. Had I joined them as I've joined you, I might not have had to face the end of the world alone. But it's all history now. No amount of reflection or regret will change our present reality.
Whatever may have happened in the past, you're still here, Zero. Alive. So long as you're alive, there will always be hope, no matter how bad things get. What you couldn't do yesterday, you might still do today. Think about it. It's plain that you've forged bonds with those around you. If you didn't feel that in some sense, would you have risked your life as you did for a meager ration of boots? I trust you too, for what it's worth.
Here it is again. The fire that burned in my breast when you came to my rescue. The urge to weep though there is no sorrow. If this is trust, then what must I do? How do I answer it?
Give me your hand. It's not something you do constantly, mind. A friend is a friend regardless.
A friend. So that's what it means. Someone you trust.
But why do we end up remembering this little idiot? Yep, let's take the melon juice. Right, I believe we are getting on to the next. Yeah, I think it auto teleports us to Tertium. Then I see everyone returned, and none the worse for wear. Various representatives of the Guardian community are gathered here this very moment. I dare say it's a fine opportunity to announce the trade agreement. You read the memorandum. I trust you find the terms acceptable. I do, and yes, I pray you forgive my disgraceful conduct earlier. I'm ashamed not only for my behaviour, but of placing the burden of negotiations solely on your shoulders in my absence. You should know that when we brought up the subject of the tower's reactivation to the people at Trapper's Den, some reacted quite strongly. Once we explained that it would be to prevent another Voidston invasion, however, they were more receptive. It's fair to say that the recent episode is still fresh in their minds. I tagged along to deliver a supply of ceruleum. I have to say I didn't expect to see such a large crowd. Even the stuffy Imperials who normally keep to themselves and senators are here. My friends and countrymen, lend me your ears! I am pleased to inform you that on this joyous occasion that we, the people of Garlemald, have entered into a trade agreement with Razatan. To inaugurate our accord, we intend to grant the individuals before you access to the Tower of Babel. In return, Razatan will provide us with supplies which shall be equally distributed amongst the settlements of our nation. Let me be clear on one point. This is not an act of charity, but trade. A bargain struck between equals rooted in trust and respect. And it marks a significant step towards rebuilding our nation and regaining true independence. Razatan holds Guardian technology and ingenuity in the highest esteem. It is my hope that through this agreement our peoples will enjoy a mutually beneficial relationship for years to come. Now then, we bid you gather around to hear the particulars, that you might convey them to those elsewhere. So, burdened by hardship and trauma, were the people of Garlemald that they to recognize as equals, as a nation with something of value to offer to others. That validation alone is enough to rekindle their hope. 'Tis by virtue of this partnership that we may access the Tower of Babel, a rather timely development given the ether tank's impending arrival. Once the tower's stores have been replenished, we need but await Y'shtola's signal to channel the energy to the moon, yes? Then you can leave that and anything else on this end to me and Alphino. No need to worry, devote all your energies to the mission in the void. As ever, I'm in your debt. Ugh. Alright. Lunar Rendezvous.
Let us take a moment to review matters as they stand. Having procured sufficient stores of ether, we may now channel the requisite energy unto the moon via the Tower of Babel. Our work on the star is complete. However, we have yet to receive word from Y'shtola as to the state of the lunar preparations.
A ritual to open the gate, and measures to forestall a void-sent invasion. Neither task is simple nor quickly completed. She would doubtless benefit from our assistance.
The very thing I was about to propose. Let us join her above and lend what aid we may. Ere we set forth, however, Ishtola did bid me relay a message to thee. As thou art well aware, a key objective of our mission is the extraction of thy sister Ashdaya from the Void. Held captive for millennia and divested of an eye, she is like to be severely weakened. To make good her escape, she shall require aid. Aid that is best provided by a fellow Great Worm.
You would have me go in my true form? Very well. Like our sire, we Great Worms are capable of traversing the great expanse. The journey will take some time, but I shall take myself to the moon. To begin with, I shall return this vessel to Radzadhan, that I may have both my eyes. And until such time as we find Ashdaya, I would entrust her eye to your keeping. Will you do this for me?
Well, I don't think you're gonna give me much choice.
We shall contact you via Link Pearl once all is in place on the moon. You need but follow Ishtola's instructions.
Understood. We'll be ready.
Take care, Zero.
It will be the briefest of homecomings. I'll be back before you know it.
In Mare Elementorum, then. Go well.
Okay. Right, I was actually going to leave this till we actually had until we're actually at the point where we could actually where we would be where we'd be at the point to actually traverse over from the source to from the moon on the source to the moon on the 13th. I think I'm actually going to leave that until next week. So, oh yeah, I've already done gear repair, so I am going to head back to Yulmore. It's probably gonna cost me an arm and a leg in teleport fees. Hang on, do I have any? Oh yeah, I did actually empty out my supply of right, what do we actually have here? I'll be able to get more here than I would from 14,300. 14,299. At least I can actually put that on sale. Yeah, and that has been completely crashed on the board. That 2,900, 2,899. Yeah, because I mean, I don't need much of this. We got plenty of Zoni and a load of raisins. And what reason do we need those? Nothing. Is this actually worth something on the board? There are a lot more than it'd be worth on. Alright, let's hang on. I actually forgot to okay, let's sit down and we change scene. That is going to be it for today. If you would please, actually. Yeah, thank you. That is going to be it for today. So, as long as things don't go haywire over the next couple of days, the next scheduled stream will actually be on Thursday. We'll be finally going back to Final Fantasy 15 and killing local wildlife for fun, profit, and side quest progression. Yeah, then hopefully actually continuing on with the main story. Eventually. So, I will catch you on Thursday, around 5:30 UK time, or thereabout. Well, you should actually be doing some work.